What's up, good people? Another episode of the Dreamzz
What's
Show
happening?
Pod. That's right, man. You got your boys E and
Yep.
Smoke here. Make sure you follow us on the YouTube. That's Rich Dreamzz TV, all one word. That's where you can see full episodes, clips, BTS, everything there for you at the YouTube. And shout out to our sponsors, of course, Rich Dreamzz Apparel brand, man. If you haven't already, tap into the new website. That's richdreamsapparel.store/shop.
Also, man, the first 5 new subscribers after each new episode, they get 50% off on any one item on the site. That's 50% off on any one item. First 5 new subscribers. So make sure y'all tap in with that, man. Make sure y'all keep checking us out every Friday at 7 p.m. Stay tapped in with us for sure.
Right.
You are now tuned in to the Rich Dreamzz Show.
Say we just tryna live, so we just want them M's. Even if it's dirty, we gon' wash it over here. The requiem is clear, so invest in our ideas. And we don't give a fuck about opinions over here. Nigga, we just tryna live. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Welcome in once again. Hope y'all had a very blessed and prosperous week. This is another episode of the Rich Dreamzz Show Pod featuring, that's right,
You know what I'm talking about?
none other than the apple juice. SG is Smoke, your favorite guys from your favorite brand, our sponsor, the Rich Dreamzz Apparel brand. Want to give a shout out, of course. Hey, if you haven't already, just like we told you, you know what to do. Go to the site, man. richdreamsapparel.store/shop. Get it in and go cop. We appreciate it. Yes, sir. I already got the YouTube, hopefully, but if not, go on to the YouTube. Make sure you're watching us so you can see all this chocolatey goodness. Understand that?
Yeah, man.
Gee,
How was the East?
Big Easter. Shit was chill. We wrestle fans over here, so we was on WrestleMania all weekend, getting in with that.
Y'all did what? You a little low, man.
I said we was on the WrestleMania tip this weekend, man.
WrestleMania? What you mean?
Yeah, man. That was going on this weekend, so that's what we was doing basically Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
We ain't got no family around these parts, so wasn't really too much going down for Easter.
Right.
Took nephew, let him take pictures with the Easter bunny.
How you like that?
He was
How you like that?
that was pretty much it, you know.
He just that's how they do. Man, they took Z and her grandma took Gigi to the zoo for her birthday.
Yeah,
And they said she was in that motherfucker looking at everything but the animals.
bro.
I said, God damn.
Hey, and real deal, that's what it be. They be so just excited by colors and just other things happening around the main event. It ain't really nothing to them.
Right.
But yeah, man,
Yeah.
it was nice to get him out, let him see some new scenery. Like I said, when he saw the colors and all the kids playing, he loved that type of stuff.
Right.
And his cousins and stuff, and they loud and all that stuff. He loved that. He just be looking around.
Nosy little nigga, man.
Can't wait.
Nosy little nigga.
I can't wait till I can join in and be bad with it.
Right.
But yeah, man, it was good, man. Hopefully y'all had y'all good Easter as well. He has risen.
Man, we had we ended up I went in the shop for a few hours.
Okay.
And then we ended up going to we went out to eat. And we ended up going to see Sinners.
Snap.
We ended up going to see Sinners. Yeah, Sinners is good, bro. It's good,
man.
bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I had the offer, man. Baby was gonna let me go see it by myself, but I ain't.
She don't like scary movies, or she don't like.
Not really. That ain't really her bag.
You should have went, bro. You should took her up on that one. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I ain't gonna fake it. It's pretty good.
It's one of the ones I'm looking forward to. It got that one, and it got a real scary one. Matter of fact, I don't think she was too put off about that one, but we ain't had no babysitter. But I think it's the It's like Dawn or something. I don't know. It's a new scary movie that's coming out. That's like they gotta survive a different type of scary thing coming to kill them every different.
Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
sounds
It's
like some
like
scary shit right there.
nah, fast.
Yeah,
So
that's
y'all
that
went to the
sounds like some
movies?
scary.
Y'all went to the movies and seen that, huh?
Yeah. We
What
went
the
to we
last,
went to the pool.
what the last time you been in the theater, bruh?
Man, we went what we go see before this? We go see, man.
I just feel
We
like
went seen that around Valentine's Day, that Valentine's Day movie. Heart or something like that. It was a like a horror film
okay,
or thriller rather.
okay,
Nigga killing couples on Valentine's Day.
snap one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was called Heart or something. I Heart You or something like that.
Y'all tell us what it is in the comments, man. If y'all know,
Right.
that's wild though, man. Because everything so much screaming, you don't really be thinking about the movies unless it's something you just like. I want to see. I gotta see, or I
Yeah.
just
And
want to
then
like
a lot
think,
of shit come on Amazon Prime really quick too. So
bro.
it's kind of like I'd be like the movies that I don't get to catch at the theater. I'd be like, oh well, I just catch that
Yeah.
at
We
on Prime.
rented the Kiki Palmer scissor joint maybe last month or something like that. It was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. It came on Netflix.
One of them days, yeah. Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
it was.
bro, why it came on Netflix about 2 days after we rented that joint, bro?
Hey, it came on Netflix maybe like a week after it dropped in the theaters, I believe.
Oh well, damn. I guess we should have
Yeah, they
looked.
play games, John. They
Yeah,
play games.
that's how they get you, man.
Yeah.
But now, man, been another good week, another blessed week. Hopefully the same for y'all. Hopefully y'all got to enjoy it with your fam. Everybody had the crushed linens on for the Easter and everything, but everybody
Not me. Not
they
me.
had it down.
No, man. I mean, I didn't have the chance to go to church. So I just
Okay.
put, I just threw something on, typical G fit, you know.
Yeah, I like it. Get swagged out. Man. And you know what? I think that feeds into what we talk about this week.
Does it?
Yeah. That's how you do,
Okay.
man. You intentional about being comfortable, but also presentable.
Okay.
That's the G look.
Okay.
There's nothing too serious. I threw this on, but at the same time, I knew it was gonna look good. I knew it was gonna hit.
Right. Of course.
Yeah, man. So we got the RLS topic for the week,
Life.
man. Be intentional. Move with purpose. Y'all ladies, I know y'all like that, don't you?
Definitely not where I was going with this. Definitely not.
It's important though, just in terms of life in general. Whenever you're trying to accomplish a goal too, it's definitely important that basically taking the steps to get to where you want to be. It just goes kind of back to staying focused, and then just realizing, what's necessary and what's not really.
Right.
What's give me one thing that you're intentional about right now.
That I'm intentional about
Yeah.
my career, the goals that I set for myself, raising my kids, taking care of the fam. Oh, I thought you said give me some things. I thought you said give me some things. My bad. But yeah, the first thing, I mean, not the first thing, but one off the top, definitely my career. Yeah.
Okay. I can feel it. What's a step that you're taking to be intentional towards it?
So when I say career, I guess I mean I'm an entrepreneur, so
Hmm.
it's not just one thing, but everything that I'm involved in, I try to put my best foot forward.
Yeah.
I try not to, I guess, get complacent on where I'm currently at with it. With
Mhm.
whether it be the podcast, whether it be clothing, whether it be barbering, which I did that for. I was doing it a little minute with the barbering. I was getting kind of comfortable, and also trying to build the pod and the clothing brand, and it's just kind of fell to the wayside a little bit. I had to snap out of it and realize, I think like I talked about it a few episodes back, where I was like, I had to remember like where my, what's my bread and butter in this whole thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, but for sure, all three of them, man, every day it's not a day go by that I don't think about like, what can we do better with the pie? What can we do better with the clothing brand? What can I do better with my barbering career? And just for instance, with the barbering, I've been out here 5 years. I'm on my third location. If you ask, that's not due to me not getting business at any one of them. It's not due to me falling out with the owners or anything like that. It's due to me wanting to put my clients in a better situation. So I feel, when I moved from the first spot, feel it was a better situation at first, but then stuff started kind of getting a little bit too out of hand at the second spot I was in. Now I'm at a new spot where all my clients love it. They like, dang, G boy, you really upgraded from that last spot because it was a lot going on out there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it was just like the outside stuff, like the scenery outside at the last spot. You'd have been through there. But yeah, man, I try to do that. Even with the pod, like if you go back and look at an episode, let's say a year or two ago, it looked much different than it do now. Much
Facts.
different,
Facts.
and that's what I strive for. I don't, I don't just look at it like, okay, well, we're doing this, so let's just keep doing this. No, how can we get better? How can we do it better? What new can we add to this? And not just ask that question, but actually do it. Be intentional about it. So that's what I try to do, man. That's what I try to do, and I try to do it consistently as well too.
Okay. I
What
like
about
it.
you though? What do you think? Besides, I mean, you work a regular job. Oh, regular job is a regular job. Outside of that though, um, what are some things that you're intentional about? And intentional is kind of like a acronym for also kind of like putting action towards it, right? Would you say?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, give me some things that you think you are, or that you are intentional about.
But for sure, just in terms of creating a family, I think
Okay.
well, I know I've been intentional about that from, making sure that I had a place to raise a family. I had enough space to take in people. I made changes in my life, my lifestyle to make sure that my finances was in a better place to, take care of things. I've been more intentional about that for sure in my life as far as just my finances in general, being more intentional about budgeting, making sure that, I'm not just frivolously spending, scheduling my time, um, you know, making sure that I'm divulging not only just the pieces of things that I want to do, but also the pieces that, you know, allow me to pour into my son and my girl. So I think just being more intentional about um, knowing that it's not just me anymore. And for sure, I know it's maybe not something that everybody can relate to when you say, "Oh, you got a regular job." Not everybody does what I do. Not everybody can do what I do. Uh, I have been more intentional about as far as scheduling myself work wise and after work and making sure I allow myself that time to have that balance and not just be always devoted to the clock. Actually stepping up and doing things to where people can take notice and be like, okay, not only is he handling this, but showing leadership.
You talking about on the job? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, those things to where you're doing things that might be outside of the role that you've been given, but being able to step up and take on those tasks and challenges. Uh,
You sound like a good company man, man. That sound like one of the niggas that's really trying to move up in the company, man.
well, I mean, I'm doing it with the purpose of if there's an opportunity, they can't say, well, he's not somebody that we
Not
see.
qualified.
Yeah, he's not somebody that we see can't do the work or um, isn't willing to go that extra mile type thing. But
See,
uh,
I see. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna ask you something. Do you think it's a do you think it's really a when you want to be successful at something? Do you think it's a such thing as a balance as far as like work and the rest of life? Do you think it's a real? Can you really have a good balance if you really want to be successful at something?
I mean, it depends on what you determine as a good balance. For me, I say yes because it's all about putting it into a frame to where you're happy doing it, working hard, and being able to say, okay, I didn't put in this work. Now I get to enjoy the fruits of my labor. That's what does it for me. Not necessarily saying like, oh, I don't have to work anymore. So like, for instance, with the pod, taking it to a point to where, yeah, we film it every week, but gonna make that effort to drive out of town to make sure that we can advance it and do more and it be more than just a virtual show. That's not necessarily a balance within my life for sure, because where I am right now, like that doesn't really fit in. But making it happen in terms of just like, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna enjoy it. I think it works like that. Like not necessarily, okay, it's just easy. I can do this and then sometimes just be off, but I'm gonna do the work. And yeah, some things sometimes have to go by the wayside, but I know it's for a greater purpose. So I have no problem with that.
Yeah, I for me, man, I think it's hard having a. I don't know. I think I'm a real entrepreneur, bro. So it's no like it ain't really any. It's not really any days off. Like this is yeah. I don't think I've taken a 7 day vacation since I became a barber for sure. The most I've taken is like 4 days, maybe 3 4 days. Yeah, it is no day off. It's like you know it's funny because like I be I be in the front. When I'm working on the podcast after we done shot it, now I gotta edit it. I gotta do this and that. I gotta come up with new ideas for the segments and new graphics and all of that. So I'm trying to do all of that. Meanwhile, I'm sitting in the front and I'm my daughter, well, one of them, she just laying down sleep. That's all she doing right now. But the other one, she want to play and she want to she messing with me and I can't it's hard to really get work done at the pace that you want to do it when you got kids and but then at the same time it's kind of like that's taken away from them. I honestly, me myself, I don't believe that you can have if you really want to be successful and put your people in a position to where you can take care of 2 or 3 generations possibly. I don't really think it's a healthy I don't think you can have a healthy balance, man. I really don't think you can. As much as I do, I feel like I can do more.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm doing as much as I can. As much as I do with everything, everything included. I don't feel like I'm doing as much as I could do. I just feel like I could do more.
I was about to say like the Kobe commercial.
Now I do. That's how I feel, man. So how can you get a healthy balance out of that when it's already like you when I'm at the shop till 6:30 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I'm there to 8, Friday I'm there to 8, Saturday I'm there to 6:37, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday I got to come home and work on the podcast, or during the week, or maybe on a Sunday or Monday I got to work on some stuff for the clothing brand. And I still really, I honestly believe like I could do more, but it's got to be somewhat of a balance, but I don't think it could be a healthy balance, man, depending on where you want to be at in life and how successful you want whatever it is you're doing to be. I don't believe it can be a real healthy balance. Like it could never be 50-50 in my mind.
No,
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think it is. Which I mean, I think that's okay. I think you know, what I focus on is okay, in that moment, what can I do and what can I control? Like you saying, when it's the middle of a work day and now my girl has a job, so she on a probationary period before she be able to work from home. So I'm having to take off from my job and come home and watch the baby. Like you saying, when he's sitting there and crying because he want to be held, and I got stuff to do. It is what it is. Even the time thing, you it's just you can't have it all. But what you can do is when you do have those moments when you are um putting in time with, when you say, okay, I know I already put in for the schedule to have this time with the family. Be there with the family. Make sure you give in, even if you do have to take a work call or whatever, make it quick and then right back to what you're doing with the family. I think it's more my being intentional is being present. I think that's one of the most important things as far as being intentional. Be present in what you're doing. Because I think a lot of times that's how you fall into going through the motions
Yeah,
where, you like, okay, you doing it and you just like, okay, I'm doing it. I can say I did it. But when you was doing it, you wasn't really even, you know,
exactly. You just
seeing
doing
the
it to say
actual
you
amount.
did it.
Right.
You just doing it to say you did it. And that's how I feel about I feel similar, but I would say mine is just striving to be better, man. Like if you ain't gonna do that, like to me, that's the intention, right? You should always want to get better at whatever it is you're doing, whether it's like you have a 9 to 5 or entrepreneurship, like whatever it is, you should never just sit there and just be like, yeah, it's it right here. You just keep on doing this. It's just like that's the hamster wheel effect. Just on the hamster wheel. You're not trying anything new. You're not digging deep and trying to come up with new ideas or new this and new that or reinvent this. To me, that's intention. Trying to get better at all costs.
Yeah, man. I would say y'all right in, man. Tell us something that you being intentional about in your life. And I tell you what, if we get a couple, right, like I said, really write us, comment us, DM us, and we'll share. It ain't gotta be, you ain't gotta share your name if you're embarrassed, but we can share a couple on the pod for the next episode. Make this thing interactive. Hey, and we would be remiss if we didn't say, part of being intentional is looking at that good old person in the mirror, that good old accountability monster, and be like, okay, just did I really take that step? Because that's all it is actually taking a step towards something. Did I take a step? Did I take a step towards something?
Yeah.
And then if not, just hey, what can I do? What can I do to take this step that I might not have taken today?
Yeah. But that's something you got to be cognitive about, though.
Yeah,
You can't, like, if you're on a job, like, you can't wait on somebody to just tell you. Take initiative. You know what I'm saying? That's what I used to have bad on jobs. Like I would just do the bare minimum. That was me on the job. I'm a
yeah,
bare minimum nigga, man. But it's funny because as soon as I hopped into entrepreneurship, it was a whole different mindset. And I think it came from my training at school of being around a lot of entrepreneurs and being around the school owner, Sean Boston. Shout out to him, man. Without even really picking his brain, I'm just watching from afar, but I'm peeping how he moved. I'm peeping, he got this business, that business. It changed my mindset. I didn't have that, oh, I'm gonna just wait until, I'm gonna wait until whatever, or I'm gonna just keep doing this and hopefully it just pay off for it. Nah, man. You gotta go for it. You gotta go for it,
action steps.
which is intentional. Be intentional about that.
Big facts. Man, as y'all ponder on that, we gonna get set up, man, for the Black Business shout out. You rocking with Deuce Ace.
Deuce Ace, man. This is my guy, man. I know him as Isaac. You know what I'm saying? We went to school together, but this is my guy, Deuce Ace, man. Rapper out of our hometown, Natchez, Louisiana. He got a new single, Have a Good Time, that I think he just dropped a couple of days ago. So y'all go tap in with that on YouTube, all the streaming networks, streaming sites, or whatever. He actually he performed on the debut. Poison Ivy, Boosie's daughter, she got a little show on, I think on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Yeah, he performed on there, man, and he had the brand on too, so you know what I'm saying? So shout out to him, bro. Bro been showing me he been showing a lot of love, man. So I wanted to show him something. I wanted to have him on. We will get him on, but he had, prior business to handle, so we couldn't get him on today, but we definitely will have him on soon, man. But shout out to him. He got one of the hottest shit, I'm gonna say, man. And to be honest, the song is not the song he got out right now, Good Time. Just remembering that back home sound, oh man,
How you
that's
want
it.
to how you want to jiggle a little bit? Huh?
That's it. Yeah, but that's what we on back home. You know what I'm saying? So it's a club, man. I think it'll be one of them club anthems in the booth for sure. And probably Texas, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? He just got to get more exposure. I think that's all it is. He just got to get more exposure with it, man. But he got him one for sure. He got him one for sure.
Part of it, man. Getting with some of the boot greats, man. If he on
Uh-huh.
if he with Poison Ivy, man, if he with her, man, she doing
Uh-huh.
some making noise out in the booth. So you got some good visuals and everything on the videos.
Yeah. No, his videos be nice too. I ain't gonna
Man,
find his videos be nice, man.
man, the boy cheesy. Iced out with the grill, man. Definitely look forward to having that boy on the show, man. Getting a little taste of his background and everything like that. Black Business shout out for the week, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. And then what was the single name one more time?
Good time.
As we keep on going and flowing, man, I think it's time for your segment.
What we going into, man?
Let's get in there with some
All
sports.
right, all right, man. We finna get into some sports and having this, man. We gonna start off with the sports, though. We gonna start off with the sports, man. We gonna keep it slow for y'all, man. You feel me? All right. So first we got who we got first? Who we got first? Who we got first? We got Thunder beat the Grizzlies, beat them down,
X that thing. What?
beat them down.
Wait.
Beat them down, boy. That's a beat down if I ever seen one. I ain't lying, man.
What happened to the guns?
Man,
The guns was cut up.
listen, man.
Wasn't no pistols.
I didn't think that they was gonna get their ass whooped like this. I did not think that. I swear, I did not think they was gonna get their ass whooped like this. I thought the Thunder would win, but what is this? 51? 51? They dropped a 50 ball on these niggas, man.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, man. What you thought about the game, though? If you watched it, I don't even know if you watched it. It ain't really worth watching, to
Dang.
be honest.
Wi-Fi acting up. Okay. Okay. You had froze for a second. I thought I might have been.
You did. You froze. You froze.
Tell
Yeah.
me I froze. You froze. But
Right.
nah, man,
What you thought about the game?
definitely a shellacking. Like I was not expecting. And the crazy part about it, I don't think that was the Thunder's best game.
You don't think? Well, I know Shea didn't do much.
That's what I'm saying.
I think they had a all around. I think they had a all. Everybody contributed this game, so
That's what.
this was more of a team blowout than the stars really doing their thing.
But if they was operating on all cylinders and Shay do it, like
What
come on,
I don't think that would happen though, right?
the
If
Texas
Shay's
had
dropping 40, it's probably because he need to. That's what I would think. That's just me. Um, but like you say, man, this was an ass whooping right here. Good old one, too. Good old one.
I think it was more.
Ja didn't really do much.
And see, that's what I was gonna say. I think it was more the Grizzlies playing down. What's
No, well, 50 points is wild. So yeah, the Grizzlies just didn't play well. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna give them that credit to say that they just didn't play well. I don't think that the Thunder are 50 points better than the Grizzlies. Like, nah, it ain't that big of a discrepancy. I don't think. But
They is just a playing team, barely got in.
yeah, yeah, we're a playing team. They were a playing team. Nevertheless, they got their ass whooped, man. So let's move right along.
But they make fools of us every day.
Knicks beat the Pistons, which they playing right now. I don't know what's going on in their game,
Yeah.
but I think this was like a little close game though. You know, one of the boring ones. So we ain't gonna spend much time on them. Anyways, let's get to some action. Nuggets beat the Clippers. Now this was a good game. This was a good fucking game.
I think this is gonna be,
This is gonna be one of the better series in the
I'm
first
gonna
round.
say, if not the best, one
Yes,
like top three competitive matchups we're gonna see during the year.
yes. Because I think they're really close in talent.
It's 4 and 5, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep. 4 and 5. I think it's 4 and 5. You got the star power there. Man, the Clippers let this one slip, man.
This
They
was
finna
that
play
game.
again tonight, but they might come out tonight and get their ass blown out like the Grizzlies. But
You
it probably won't be like that. But this
they
was the one. This was the one that was supposed to win, dog. They
had
was
it.
not supposed to let these boys off the hook, man.
It was a Russell Westbrook away.
And that's the thing with Russ though. Like you're gonna have times where he do come through for you on hustle plays. He might get a big rebound. He might get, he might get you, he might hit a three here and there.
He hit a
He
big one.
gonna hurt you at some
He
point.
hit a
He
big
gonna
one. He hit a big one and then if he was
hurt.
strong.
Hey, at some point he gonna hurt you now. You count on that. But this game, he just,
I don't know how he do that, man. Damn near the next sequence he'll fuck it up for you.
that's what he do, man. That's Big Russ. That's Big Russ.
But
All
he
right,
can't,
man. So
can't be
Uh,
nobody.
the Nuggets whoop the Clippers. Let's see what they do tonight. Well, we'll see. By Friday, I'm sure everybody will know. All right, let's go to another one, man.
Yeah, I figure out this time,
Let's
man.
do another one,
Like the
man.
time.
Cavs beat the Heat 121-100. We don't need to say nothing else about that.
Could have called it. Hope you bet it.
We don't need to say nothing else. We already knew this was gonna happen, though. We already knew. All right, Pacers Bucks. I think this can be a good series when Lillard come back.
Yeah. And he's talking like he might be back for what, game 3 or something like that.
I think they said game 2.
He was he
Depending
was
on condition.
jawing. He was jawing after the game like he wanted to play right then.
Say he gonna bust him. He said he gonna bust Halliburton ass when he come back.
You gotta calm down before he bust a blood bill. Calm down, buddy. You can't even
Nah,
suit up.
it's too soon, bro. It's too
Can't
soon.
even suit up. You talking crazy.
It's too soon, man. Come on, man. You don't do dollar like that, man. It's too soon, bro. It's
I'm
too
like,
soon,
I'm
man.
like quarter right
But
now.
listen, your boy Kuzma, man. Goose eggs. Goose eggs. How you do that?
Who was today? I was watching First Take. I think was it Booze? I think or Booze. It was either Booze. No, it might have been Stephen A. He said he ain't do nothing but get some good cardio.
And on top, how you play 21 minutes and you only have 2 fouls? That's like
That's
your only stat. 2
that's
fouls.
all he stats. He be out there. He be out there, boy. I grab me
Bro,
somebody. I'll grab me somebody in 20 minutes. I'll push somebody.
bro, that's wild. Now I give you 5.
Yeah.
I give you 5 fouls. I give you 5 fouls, man. Shit, man. But Pacers Bucks 117-98. We'll see what game 2 looking like, man. I think Lillard, he may be back game 2. I think they were saying depending on his conditioning, he may be back game 2. So we'll keep tapped in on that, and next time, next show, we'll definitely let y'all know what the update is on that.
Man, dang, dog. Don't diss me.
Anyways,
Diss me. I'm
Celtics beat
gonna diss me.
Magic 103-86. I thought that the Magic, I think that the Magic I think they can get one. I think they can get one, possibly 2. possibly, but they're gonna have to get one at home though to get that possible two.
Yeah.
They're
I,
gonna
I
have to.
I feel like they can get one. They'll catch the Celtics sleeping one night. I feel
Yeah,
the Celtics kind of known to do that every once in a while. They'll
yeah.
take the game off or something like that.
And Magic play well at home too.
But the
They
fact
play
that
well.
Tatum and Brown didn't really show out, and they
But
beat
they
them like
got
that.
such a good team, bro.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
got such a fucking good team,
It's
dog.
crazy.
Like it, hey, hey, man. To be honest, hey, I don't really see too many teams just
I
beating them,
already
bro.
told you.
I
I
ain't gonna
already
lie to you.
told you. You the one talking about the Cavs, Miami.
I'm
Y'all,
just saying I wouldn't be surprised, nigga. I didn't say I think they were gonna beat them. I just said they wouldn't be surprised. I think the Cavs good too. They good, but they not Celtics good. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Celtics beat Magic 103-86. Good old blowout. All right. Let's see.
the
Let's see.
magical about
Warriors beat the Rockets 95-85. This was a good game, man. I watched this game from Corinth all the way back to Arlington. I know I'm not supposed to be watching the game while I'm driving, you know.
You mean you was listening to
For
the
sure
game?
that
Yeah,
for sure that for.
you was listening.
But it was like, you know how you keep an eye on the GPS?
Sure.
So
Yeah.
the game was, I had the game up there at the top. So you know what I'm saying? So when I look at the GPS to make sure I'm making the right turns, making the right exits, I peek at the game. You feel me? But
However
now
you
this
need to dress it up, man. However you need to work. You ain't got to convince me. I'm a
hey,
road warrior. I
hey,
know about looking at stuff you ain't supposed to be looking at while you
let me
drive.
make it, man. Let me make it. Let me make it. Now, man, did you catch the game? Did you catch this one?
Yeah.
What you thought about it?
It was basically exactly what I
Predicted.
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 I wanted to
Yeah.
say something else, but yeah,
Okay.
predicted. Them young boys got out there with some grown men that did it before, and they was
Niggas with gray hairs.
what they Ti Kingdom. You can't do nothing with me, young blood.
Hey, shit you can do with me.
Hey man, Jimmy
Yeah.
Buckets came out and was playoff Jimmy. I think he's exactly what the Warriors have been needing.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Steph gonna Steph. He gonna hit them crazy
Bro, you seen the
remarkable
threes he
shots.
was hitting?
He gonna hit them crazy one step above half court shots and make it
Come
look
on, dog. You can't
easy.
be doing that bitch ass shit, man.
But the Rockets,
Nigga will trip you up running back down on the other end, man. What?
if this was street ball, yeah, yeah, you better not ever hit
Man,
them
nigga
like
gotta do
that.
you. Hey, nigga gotta do you like they were doing buddy on above the rim. Yeah, I'm elbowing you in your nose and
You know the crazy part? The Rockets were physical with Steph. They was bumping him off his routes and trying to interfere, and it shows you the greatness that he is, bro. It didn't matter.
yeah. Yeah. Playoff
Yeah,
they let you,
yeah.
playoff they let you.
He wasn't necessarily on because he was missing a little bit at first, but it's
Nah, bro, I think he ended shooting probably about 70% or something, 60 some percent.
I'm just saying, like
Yeah,
once he
he
gets
heated up.
going,
Yeah.
it's like
Hey, nah, but I think we was both aligned on this one. We both thought that the Warriors would just out veteran the Rockets. They don't have I don't think they have what they really need is a vet that can be maybe second, third best player. You feel what I'm saying? They need a vet at that
what's
second, third best player.
what's his name? Is that who I'm thinking about?
Who you said?
On the
Who?
Rockets? Is it Corey?
Corey?
He used to play
Nah,
for.
but who? Nah, I think that's what they need, man. I think they're a very young team. They play hard. They play good defense. They rebound well. I think they out rebounded the shit out of the Warriors in this game. When the Warriors could get anything they wanted.
They
They was
got
getting anything they
they got
wanted.
Van Fleet. He just need to play better.
He ain't no second or third best player though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm talking about a legit second, third, like how Jimmy is on the Warriors. A second, third best player that's a veteran that have been deep in the playoffs. They know how to win. That's what they need on a young team like that. Shoot, kind of how Jimmy was to the Heat when he first got there. They were a young team when he first got there. But yeah, so I think the Rockets they gonna have problems with the Warriors, bro, because the Warriors they see their season, man. They know how to win. They know when they need stops. They know when they need a bucket. They too good. They just got it up. They up here with them, and it showed. It showed last night, man. It showed last night.
Steven Adams can't be one of your best players and you gonna win the series against the Warriors.
Huh?
Steven Adams can't be one of your best players and you gonna win.
No, ain't no way you gonna win. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you gonna win. You gotta help Sangoon out. What's his name? Jalen Green.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, stop painting your fingernails and help Sangoon out, nigga. That's what you do. Stop painting your goddamn fingernails and help bro out, man. Help
That
him
could
out.
be good advice.
Yeah, that's good. That's damn good advice. Anyways, to the finale on the first game, the first playoff games
He
this
couldn't wait.
past weekend.
He couldn't wait for this.
Couldn't wait. Now listen. I told you before the playoffs started. I said, Ant, my guy, he liked my favorite player to watch, right? So this was satisfying to see him win. It wouldn't have mattered who they were playing against. It wouldn't have mattered. But it just so happened to be the Lakers.
Hmm.
Give me your thoughts on this game.
Yeah. Congrats to
Well, he got the attitude, bro. He got the attitude of Jordan. Like he gonna go at anybody. He gonna go at
probably one of the illegitimate Tony, but that's neither here nor there.
right.
Timberwolf, Teen Wolf. Nah, let me stop.
No, I don't want to hear that shit. Oh no.
They
Oh
just
no.
Lakers just didn't show up.
Okay, they just didn't show up.
I hate to say this, but this is characteristic of a LeBron team. Sometimes they
Okay.
will come out there,
Okay.
they will be stagnant on defense. Um, and they will just not play up to their abilities at times. Especially, you know, I think in the first games, if LeBron don't come out and he trying to make a statement and he's scoring like the first 20 points,
Uh-huh.
he ain't really, he trying to,
Wait. You say score the first 20 points.
yeah, I think he trying to get the lay of the land.
When does he score the first 20 points? When does he do that?
He came out and did that in playoff series before.
It's been a while though, hasn't it?
Sure, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm just saying when we in that mode. But nah, man,
yeah.
the Wolves just was hungrier. They wanted it more. It was definitely apparent, and they made it, known that there was no big presence in the paint.
Huh? Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't slide by. Wait. Who told you about that? Who was telling y'all about, hey man, y'all ain't got no bigs down there. Man, well, they scrappy, man. They gonna do this and they gonna do that. And Rudy Gobert ain't nobody. Not saying that you said that
He's
exactly. I
not.
ain't saying that you said it, but guys were saying that.
He really
Huh?
not. Only claim to fame Rudy Gobert has is being the one that got everybody infected with COVID. Like nobody's worried about Rudy Gobert.
I don't need the subtle insults, bro. We don't need that. Hey, look, we don't need that, man. Keep that over there, man. I'm just saying. Okay, I told y'all, bro. I told y'all, yeah, it sound great, like Luka and LeBron and Austin Reeves been balling. Oh my God. And I said at the beginning, I say, hey, they can be scary. The Lakers, they can be scary. It's depending on matchups, right? That's one of the things I said. Depending on who they get matched up with, it can be be a good run for them. Now, when I found out, because we found out the last day of the season that they were going to play the Timberwolves in the first round, right? Didn't it go like all the way down to the wire? Like yeah. When I found that out, I was like, they're going to kill them on the boards. And they only got them by 10 on the boards. They only got them by 10 on the boards, but the Timberwolves play good defense, bro. They one of the top defensive teams. So They gonna make it tough. They got length. If you take a night off on defense, they can do what they did. If you come out flat, they can do what they did. So, and Ant didn't even have that wasn't even a good night for Ant. That was like a subpar night.
It was pedestrian. He was very pedestrian.
Yeah, I think he distributed the ball well, but he's a scorer. That wasn't no. So same thing like you say with the Thunder. Ant didn't play well his first game. So which I don't think. I think the Lakers will come out better. I'll joke aside. I think the Lakers will come out better game 2, possibly win game 2. I believe they'll probably bounce back and win game 2. Honestly, LeBron don't normally go down 0-2, especially when he has home court advantage. I don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen LeBron go down 0-2 and having home court advantage those first 2 games at the crib. And I mean, Luka was Luka. Luka just kind of come back and do what he did, do what he did. But you're going to need Austin Reeves. You're going to need LeBron for sure. You're going to need guys to hit shots. What's your boy name? Vincent, Gabe Vincent. You're going to need him. You're going to need Finney Smith. You're going to need
Boy.
Vanderbilt to play that defense. You might need him to hit a couple open threes. I'm sure they're going to leave him open, so you might need him to hit a couple open
I
threes.
think Hachimura need to fill that role more so.
He's another one because he could get you a 20-25 game. So he just got to, I think that the surrounding pieces, they got to play way more consistent. They got to help Luka out, man. I'm not worried about LeBron having another night like that. He going to come back. He going to be all right, but the rest of the guys, because LeBron can have a great night. LeBron could have scored 30 because he had 19. He could have scored 30 and they still would have lost.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have Reeves and the rest of the guys to beat these dudes.
I think JJ Redick is going to have a better game plan for the matchups. I think that's where a lot of it was lost upon. I think they didn't really count on guys like Daniels or McDaniels and Reed to be as productive as they was.
Yeah, Reed dropped 17 in the first half.
Yeah.
Daniels only missed. He went 11 for 13. But I'm gonna tell you something about McDaniels. I'm not saying that he's gonna do that again. Yeah. But the last part of the year, like the last third of the year, he been balling.
Yeah.
He been balling.
I think it's just a more of a, with this one particular, because it's a series, that's why I'm not worried about the Lakers.
Yeah, it's one game. It's one game, man. So that wraps up sports, man. Next, we got...
What's the happenings?
Come on, man. We got some happenings for you right here, too, boy. There's some happenings right here, boy. Ooh-wee, there's some happenings right here, man. Hey. So did you hear about do we have the clip?
What you mean that I hear? How could you not hear? It's all over.
Do we have the clip? Do we have the clip? Is what I'm asking you. I would like to show the clip first. One of my babies.
Damn.
What we got? Okay, there we go. You say you want to see it. That's enough, man. That's enough, man. I can't take it no more, man. I can't take it, man. That's enough. Listen, let me go in first. Let me go first. I normally let you go first. You know when I normally let you go. Bitch ass nigga, how about you take that Rolex off, nigga, and that's 40, 50K right there. How about that? Talking about you want $100. He say, man, I know y'all already gave, but I need $100 more out of each of y'all. Man, bitch, close the doors. Listen, man. Listen, dog. I ain't no tough guy at all. I ain't one of them niggas. I handle my business when I got to. And that been one of them times, nigga. Nigga, I'm finna get up out of here. You don't open these doors, nigga. We finna fall out, man. Somebody finna get their ass whooped.
White gloves? You going?
Man, I don't give a damn, nigga. I'm finna go. Nigga, y'all gonna let me and my babies up out of here, nigga. I'm finna go. Nigga, what? Man, please, bro. Cause what you keeping me? First of all, why you keeping me in here? Cause I ain't finna give you no more money. So you might, nigga like me, you might as well let me go. You might as well let me go.
Say it's a stick up. Close the door.
Bro, that's breaking the law. That's breaking the law. That's like hostage. So you saying that somebody would have said, "Hey man, I'm finna go," you not gonna let him go? Please, man, fat neck ass nigga, man, you don't sit your motherfucking ass down with that shit, man. Talking about, Rolly look nice too. Rolly shining in the video. Talking about something. He need 40K. You got it.
And he had a curve one.
On the right hand, right? Come on, man. You playing in people's face, man. And see, that's a sensitive subject for me, man, because when I feel as though that's what was happening when I was a kid at my church. Not as blatant as that. Not nearly as blatant as that. But just looking back on it, yeah. Yeah. They was doing some shit. Good cool people, nice people, all of that. But yeah, y'all was playing. Y'all was playing, man. And this dude, right, come on, man. Come on, bro.
I think most
It
people,
costs,
especially,
nigga, then you need to downgrade the church. Get a smaller church, rent a smaller space. My bad, bro. Go ahead and go, man.
hey,
Nah, man. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go now, man. I'm done. I'm done ranting, man. I'm done ranting, man. Go ahead.
that's a real thing, especially I feel like with people of our generation, man, the millennials feeling like, you know, like you said, we done seen this. We done seen our grandmothers and, give sometimes they last to the church. And then when they come around and granny needs something,
Keep talking to the folks, man. I'm about to go check, see what the hell going on.
and when they come around and granny needs something, uh, anything of that nature, where the church at? You can't find it. That's one of the things, man. Nobody wants to feel like first that you playing with their religion because everybody coming to honor God, to serve God. And yes, in the man-made book that was written, that's supposed to tell us what to do. It does say to give, to be a cheerful giver, and that's all well and good. But just acting like you know people's situations enough to demand, not ask, but demand your congregation to give you that amount, 40K, is just beyond ridiculous, man. And then you looking at the people online talking about you online. You get like immediately I'm logging off. As soon as you want to point and say you online, I'm logging off. I'm out of there.
All right, man.
You didn't hell.
Now, what you had said again?
No, I'm just saying, man. It tipped me out when he talk about to the people online. I'm immediately logging off. He say lock the doors and you online. You give to
Man, listen.
click. But yeah, man, crazy
Yeah, I'm
misuse.
off that chat. If he said it and I'm online watching, I'm off that chat. Fuck that. And I ain't coming back.
Crazy misuse of authority, crazy misuse of trust by the people, by your congregation. Think that I don't
Yeah,
know
that's wild. That's wild.
what scripture exactly was on his heart with this one, but he need to reread.
That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna just say, he a bitch ass nigga for that. This is how I'm gonna close it off. He a bitch ass nigga for asking them people for 40K and you got it on your wrist. How you even look asking for that much money and you got it on your wrist, bro? At least take the motherfucker out before you ask for that. Like, what? Come on, man. You see how I tucked mine in? See how mine got tucked in? That's what he should have did. How do I look going somewhere and saying with these chains on? I mean, disclaimer: I don't wear fake jewelry. I'm just saying I ain't saying I wear the most expensive, but it ain't. I don't wear nothing fake. How I look going with this? Hey man, you think you can give me a couple $100? And I got this on. Come on, bro. Like what that look like? Like, yeah, man. Anyways, moving right along.
Keep God in your
Please, dude. Man, that dude, they're crazy. But anyways,
Jesus.
yay. Again, he done made an appearance again on the show, man. This 2 times in the last 2 weeks, man.
It's your
So have
invitation,
you
man.
heard about this? Okay. I assumed you didn't. I think it's just kind of like caught fire today. So apparently they made this song. I don't know. I didn't listen to the song, but apparently his cousin used to make Ye give him fellatio when they were younger. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. And he put it in the song. He spoke about it in his song called Cousin,
Hey, man. Keep
which
it.
I think he said his cousin's locked up right now for, I think, killing a woman or murder of someone. But he put this in the song, man. And first of all, what's your thoughts on that? Just what I just told you.
Fire, man.
Laughing.
Yeah, man. Everybody always talking about how they want artists to keep it real. Talk
Okay.
about your real life in your song. That's what Ye did. He gave y'all what y'all want. Stop asking for what you think you want.
I don't think we wanted that, man. I don't think that's what
Real life, that's real life.
I ain't want real life. I just wanted music. It could have been about somebody else, man. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, to be honest, I applaud I guess you can say authenticity. If this is true, this is very out of left field. This ain't even like, we don't even know, like, this ain't even like Ye type stuff right here. Like, this somewhere out of left field with this one. I've never heard, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is shocking for even Ye to say, in my opinion.
I think is this the most outlandish thing we done heard.
This gotta be. It's
I
gotta
want to
be.
say, I want to say we're doing some real podcasty stuff right now by critiquing something we ain't even heard. That's hilarious. But
Talking about a song.
yeah,
I ain't critiquing the song. I'm just talking about the comments.
right.
I ain't gonna never listen to the song. Shit.
What about
Honestly, the
is it
comments,
so this is I say this is probably up there, but is it wilder than Biggie's verse where he said, "You look so good, I suck on your daddy's dick."
okay, that's more so a play on words.
Okay,
This is something seeming to be true, something that happened to Ye,
okay.
you know. And then even Biggie saying you look so good, I don't even want to say it, but it's kind of like you look so good that I would want to do that. But this is Ye saying, hey, I had this happen to me. And like I said, I don't even think the song didn't even go viral. It was just that portion of the song. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know, man. But to be honest, I think a lot of this you hear a lot of stories about this, things like this, young girls and boys getting,
Unfortunately, yeah.
molested. Yeah, molested at a young age when they're over maybe friend's house or uncle, auntie, big cousin, so a lot of this happens, man. And like I say, it's just wow. At this point, do you think it's just anything to stay in the news right now? Like, do you think that's what it is with Ye right
I
now? What you think?
think first, I think art imitates life. I think he was just being expressive. I think in this realm of yeah, what we seeing, I think he's just completely ripped the band-aid off. There's no filter.
Definitely rip the band-aid off.
And yeah, I don't think he's doing nothing bad. I think he's being yay, man. He's saying, look,
Yeah.
whatever sparks my creativity, whatever I feel in my heart, I'm letting it out.
Okay. Okay.
I ain't gonna
Um,
down
I
it.
don't necessarily think he's doing anything bad, but I just think we're just going off his recent track record, right? He's been saying a lot of controversial things. This is, if this is true, this is his life he's speaking on, but it is still controversial. It's gonna get a lot of attention. I don't know, man. Like that's wild. And then think about it. Have you ever heard like a big time rapper come out and say something like this happened to him?
No, of course not.
Yeah.
That's because of how it would portray your image.
Right,
Uh,
right, right, right.
I bet you Ye ain't the first rapper that something like this.
No, of course not. Of course not. Of course,
It's all well and good to be so real, real, real. Everybody's so real. Uh, they'll tell you, oh, I talk about the real pain in my music and stuff like that.
Oh, actually, Gates said that well, not, he said he was molested, but I don't think it was like,
He say
yeah,
he used to
I don't
watch
think
his
he was
mama
getting
home.
head. Huh?
So he say he used to watch his mama home. So
Yeah, he
it's on
get
another it's on
vivid.
another level with the honesty.
He get vivid with his, man. He out of here with it. But this is different though,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
I just feel like it's probably the delivery. I'm gonna listen to the song after we shoot.
Yeah, I have no interest in listening to it. I ain't gonna lie. Hey man, if he drop a body of work though, I will check it out. I will check it out if he drops a body of work. But this song in particular, I really have no interest because, like I say, I'm not really critiquing the song or anything like that. Just yeah, but yeah. Anyways, that's Yay, man. Again with some jaw dropping,
Jesus,
controversial.
no pun intended.
Ah. Yeah, good catch, my boy. Good catch, man. I sure appreciate that, man. Anyways, now to the last of the happenings, which just surfaced today, to my knowledge. Boy, old Unc Shay Sharp, man. Man, at this point, man, it's tough, bro. It's tough because I think he's went through something like this before. So, for those who don't know, this lady that he was allegedly dealing with, which I think he was dealing with her, she's saying she's wanting to sue for like $50 million, saying that he forcibly raped her twice.
Dang.
Yeah. So that's the lawsuit.
Trigger warning.
But of course, Shannon, he showed receipts of text messages of her kind of being sexually explicit or leading a sexually explicit conversation. Yeah, she was leading a sexually explicit conversation with him. And he leaked the text messages or whatever, or his lawyer did, somebody did. Way to keep the receipts, man. Way to keep the receipts. Yeah, you young niggas, y'all need to learn something from this old nigga, man. Keep the receipts, bro. Keep the receipts. What you think about this, Smoke?
I think Uncle
What
Shannon
you
been
think, man?
wilding. He been wilding ever since he got to Disney, boy. I think he trying to see
He
how
try,
much.
bro. They trying to get him kicked off of Disney, man.
I'm trying.
Trying to get my boy from up out of Disney, man. Man, look, we man, and I hate that for him too, man. I hate that for him.
But
Now this is
Unc is
saying this
obviously
is
a freaky deaky.
huh?
Unc is obviously a freaky deaky. Uh, he's definitely a 69.
He getting it in. He getting it in. He getting it
Hey,
in.
hey, as as a virile, older, but in good health gentleman, I can't blame him for
Still
that.
able, still willing and able.
I can't blame him for that. But I don't know. I think maybe he getting too big to still, I guess, play in the playpens he been playing in. You
That might
gotta
be
get
what it is, nigga. That might be what it. See, he gotta.
you know,
He might. It might be time, bro. Listen, it might be time to get you a famous chick.
or
It might be
he might get
time,
them
or get
NDAs
you a
locked up.
woman, get you a woman that's making 200-300K a year or something, 400-500K a year. A woman that got her own that don't really need you like that. Yeah, he making way more money than her, but you making 3 to 500K a year. That's you very self sufficient. You really don't need anybody. So you might need to get you one at least that, or if not famous,
He
because
might not be freaky enough for Unc
yeah,
though, because he was talking crazy. So you might just
yeah,
have to
she
go
was saying
on
some.
and get you one of these working ladies, get that NDA popping, have her come by,
He
tour.
need to keep yeah. At that, once you and it's crazy. This is coming out. I think he's in the midst of a new deal for his media company, like a 9-figure deal.
Hmm.
Hey,
They don't
boy,
want
the
to see
devil
you
be
win.
working, man.
Everybody can't come with you. Everybody can't come with you. They don't want to see you win. I said,
Yeah.
hire you somebody that come by on Tuesday and Thursday, get your rocks off, and let it be that, man. Let it be a mutual agreement.
Thursday, man.
Whatever he free. I don't know.
What about Friday, man? God damn, that's the
Feel like
weekend.
I feel like he be working.
He probably working every day though. Because they do. I think they do nightcap like 3-4 times a day, 3-4 times a week. I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's
but
that's who got the brain we should pick on being intentional. because he got
Yes.
job at the job. Dudes like him, Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart,
Stephen A.
even I would just love to be able to sit and just get a think tank on like, okay, how do you schedule it in all like how do you really make sure that you max it? Because they gotta maximize every second of their day.
I'm gonna tell you how they do it, bro. Them kids suffer. Their family suffer with time.
Yeah,
But the thing is, I think they have to make it worth their while, and they making it worth their while. But
yeah.
that's the thing when you set out to do something. This is my opinion. When you set out to do something like that, and you know it's gonna take a lot of time, like all of this shit that these guys are doing and into, you got to make it worth your while. You got to make it count if you're gonna be spending this much time away from your family doing this. And my thing is, if you say you're gonna do it, that all come with it. You get what I'm saying? So I think these guys are perfect examples of the R list topic, to be honest.
And of course, that direction that they've been in, going on in and starting off kind of like you said, of knowing what their main thing was and starting on that young, like with Shannon with football. That's what's partly, all the additional success.
To
Stephen
everything
A.
else.
being a
Yeah,
journalist and being hard nosed on that for 20, 30 years before, he becoming an analyst and having his different podcasts and business
yeah.
ventures. So honing in on that one thing that you're actually a talented for and people recognize that talent and then honing your craft to make sure, you know, but you're doing all things to where not only are you talented, you're working hard and then you honing in and making sure that you're perfecting the craft.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah. And even with those guys doing that, trust me, as big as they are, they put a lot of time into it. They
yeah.
lost a lot of time with family and friends behind it. So it could be one thing, it could be 10 things. You got to put that time in regardless. So that's something you just can't escape, in my opinion. But yeah, man, this is unfortunate. Just to get back to on topic, this is unfortunate that it came at this time.
Yeah.
And assuming that he didn't do anything wrong, hopefully it don't cost him. Cause yeah,
I feel like a black man in America, he gonna have to give up some paper. But I think
you had to. Nah, you think you gonna have to pay him something?
he have to give up some paper. But I think he's smart enough. Like you said, he kept enough receipts. I think he's got a valid case against the assault, but just being a successful black man in America, they got to put that asterisk on you. They're gonna slap you some type of way. He gonna have
Yeah. They got to get you with something. Yeah. You can't just be squeaky clean.
to talk though, man.
Look, he got a talking dirty, boy. Super dirty. Nothing clean about them text messages. Jesus
He's
Christ.
swallow.
Yeah, man. Now that's the last of the sports and happiness, man. As I hand it back over to my boy Big Smoke, man. What you got for us?
Oh man, welcome back. We back in this thing, bro. This has been a fun show. This has been a fun show this week. We about to end it off with that album of the week segment that we always love to give y'all. This week, I'm taking it to the new generation. We usually give y'all a dose of old school every now and then.
These are some guys that this is or not some guy. This is a guy that you're on.
Yeah. Younger guy.
Do you know him? Or is it just somebody that you just listen to? I mean, I know you know a few rappers. I'm saying somebody like local out here.
No. He's big,
Okay.
big time. You might not have heard of it, but he's big time. This ain't nobody. This ain't nobody you just walk up on and be like, "Hey, what's good?"
Where you from?
Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah. Or Michigan. I don't know if he's from Detroit,
Okay.
but yeah, man, Baby Tron, hard down. I don't know if you kind of know about like that type of sound that Michigan has, where it's kind of like you can tell that they punching in on the raps, but the tempo is just like it's up tempo, especially with this piece of work he got Luka Trončić. It's a lot of like these type beats, kinda.
Yeah.
It's funky, man. He's got a cold style, cold flow, very lyrical, very metaphorical. Is that a word?
No. You guess what?
Let me pull up the track list for y'all, man. Get y'all some of the.
Can I give my thoughts on it? I listened to a few of the tracks, like I guess what's the ones they put like the dots or the stars by. That's like the hottest tracks of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
album. Okay,
yeah. Go ahead.
that's how they do it right on Apple. Yeah. Uh, no disrespect, but I wouldn't advise anybody to listen to this. This, like I say, this must be some young people shit, man. Cause yeah, I ain't none of it. It ain't my cup of tea. I'm gonna just say that. None of it was my cup of tea. Cup of tea. Uh, but shout out to him, man. Somebody listening, I guess.
Grandpa over here, but
No, it just ain't my cup of tea. I like some young niggas. This just ain't it. Yeah, that's all.
nah, he the punch guy, man. His background is coming up from scamming, not so much the gangster
Okay.
side. But stealing identities, fraud through the credit cards, somewhat of the Kodak black perspective.
He might want to try to go back to that.
I'm pretty sure he probably still in it. Who knows? He actually had a song that was like a song for the playoffs, like a couple years ago. But just some cold ones off of here. $1 Million Thoughts, definitely a cold joint. Just in case, Bugs Bunny, early
Mm.
book. If you just want something different, if you want some matter of fact, good music to work out to. Like I said, very up tempo. He'll get you moving. Baby
Mm.
Tron. Shout out to the punch
Right
guy.
on the treadmill.
He can write a swiper Bible. Shout out, man. But yeah, man. Baby Tron, man. Tough. Luka Tronchi.
Luca Tronchi.
That's the album of the week for this week, man. Some new music for you guys. Something you may not have heard. Wake your ears up. Any farewells before we get out of here, Sir G?
Barely hear you. You got to project.
Any final words for the folks before we get up out of here, man?
Nah, man. Just subscribe while you watching.
Of course.
Also follow us on IG. Here it is. Also, we're doing again the special. First 5 new subscribers, they get 50% off one item on the website for the clothing brand. Also, we got the new tees coming in soon. I'll be working on bucket hats soon. Maybe like this, possibly something like
It's
this.
a nice one.
But yeah, man.
I ain't know about the new
Yeah, just
tees.
stay tapped in with us.
I ain't know about the new tees. You're talking about the buckets. I ain't know about the tees.
You said what now?
You say you got tees coming too? I knew about the buckets.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the tees.
The tees in the mail. The tees in the
Okay.
mail. Tees in the mail, and I'll be working on the bucket hats next. So
Excited.
yeah, man, just stay tapped in with us, man. We're gonna keep coming with it. Also, we got Smokescreen next, man. Don't forget, man. We're gonna end it off on Smokescreen. It's your segment. You supposed to be announcing this, man.
Ready for that. Stay tuned for the smoke screen. It's G, it's Smoke, it's another episode of the Rich Dream Show. Welcome to the smoke screen, you bish. That's right. I got my own little segment. The smoke is virtual tonight. So we in the future, you understand? Every time I come around, y'all say they in. Wish I could create a word. I had one back in the gap for snatchy. Forgot what it means. My childish mind. Hope y'all been blessed and highly favored. Don't your neighbor. Or do. I can't tell you how to live. Don't be coming to me for advice in your life. I'm not a role model. Isn't it funny how being a parent just kind of automatically inducts you to be a role model? Like, you wasn't just a couple days ago, but hey, there's kids out here now, so all of a sudden, you're a good person or you need to be a good person. If that's it with you. Okay, don't judge me. Boats and hoes. Would you rather have the boat or the hoe? Decision. What y'all think the first time? Chief. Keep. Right? Does anybody know? I'm not who I used to be. I was never who I thought I was.